Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Live from the Grenadian capital, this is Network News for Wednesday, June 4, 2025. In the headlines, MIT minister and social media influencer engage in heated exchange over bribery allegations. NDC launches People's Check-in Bus Tours initiative to showcase community projects. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says work on Kimpton Kawanabe project to resume this year. Also in the news, regionally, the Caribbean grapples with record sargassum seaweed invasion. Internationally, 11 killed and dozens injured in Bengaluru Stadium stampede during IPL celebrations. Plus, in the sports news, West Indies women suffer another heavy defeat to England in second one-day international, while the countdown to Whitsuntide Games in full swing. We invite you to stay with us. We'll be right back.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments. Soft Weave bathroom tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. Allegations of bribery have reignited controversy around the Woburn Cliff Road rehabilitation project, already plagued by delays and public dissatisfaction. My colleague Beverly Telesford tells us what transpired during the NDC press conference this morning.
The Woburn Cliff Road Rehabilitation Project is again under public scrutiny, now amid serious allegations of bribery involving the Minister for Mobilization and Implementation, Andy Williams. The accusations relate to the awarding of the contract for the project, which has already faced delays and criticism from the government, the public, and various stakeholders. Minister Williams firmly denied the claims during a press briefing on Wednesday while responding to Jenny Simon, a weekly political commentator and former supporter of the National Democratic Congress.
No, anything I do it with full transparency. And exactly what you're saying there, it is completely false.
Minister Williams asserted that he played no role in the contract signing.
A minister doesn't sign a contract. It's a permanent secretary that will sign a contract. Now, frankly, the Cliff Road was done under the Ministry of Infrastructure. My ministry is the Ministry of Mobilization, Implementation, and Transformation.
The minister went further, accusing Simon of undermining political engagement among the youth by spreading what he considers unfounded and damaging narratives. When we enter politics, we understand that, and I've had it, people will say all sorts of things about you. And as a politician, you have to broaden your back. But Ms. Simon, when you do things like that, you know what you do to our young people? You discourage them from even wanting to get involved in politics. Because, someone who wants to give back to their country meaningfully, when they hear your tone and the way how you get on with these things, they may just be discouraged. When a caller raised similar concerns on GBN's Beyond the Headlines program earlier this week, Williams urged listeners not to be distracted by allegations such as those.
Let me just say that these are the distractions that will come to to try to get you off course, right? And I don't pay attention to those things. Do nothing, fear nothing, right? So I will hear Kenroy, people making all kind of allegations. And once you're in politics, you will get that. I always say, if I'm running a race and I'm in front, and you behind trying to distract me, it's the wrong man you're trying to distract, because I'm focused and I'm doing what I'm doing.
In the latest update on the project on May 28, 2025, Press Secretary Neela Etienne told the GBN that the government had formally written to the contractor, citing dissatisfaction with the pace of the work. Etienne explained that under the terms of the contract, the government is authorized to take corrective steps when performance issues arise. As a result, plans were in place to remove certain portions of the job from the original contractor, and government is engaging nominated subcontractors to carry out those sections. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly
Telesford reporting there. The National Democratic Congress has introduced a new initiative aimed at giving citizens a front row seat to ongoing and completed community projects. Rena Thomas reports.
The National Democratic Congress has announced a new initiative that will take citizens on bus tours across the country to witness firsthand the progress being made in various communities. Dubbed the People's Check-in, the initiative is designed to give citizens a closer look at the results of the government's work, allowing them to directly observe ongoing projects and complete developments in their constituencies. General Secretary of the NDC, Andy Williams, made the announcement during a press conference marking the party's third anniversary in government.
We recognize, though, that sometimes Mary in Village A doesn't know what is happening in Village B. Or John in Village C doesn't know what's happening in Village D. And in the same constituency, people may be unaware of the work taking place. So today, I'm proud to announce a new initiative that puts people in the driver's seat of accountability and awareness. We call it the People's Check-in. This is a series of constituency bus tours where citizens will be taken across their constituencies and communities to see, inspect, and experience the progress for themselves. We begin this journey in the Great South, and we will roll it out across every constituency. Minister
Williams highlighted the government's accomplishments over the past 3 years in office.
Nationally, here's what we have done so far. We stabilized and grew the economy, even in the face of global uncertainty. We championed workers' rights and are building a fair and secure future for all. We reduced costs and improved access to education. And we are seeing in Nulo and Tansisi, for example, increase in students enrolling in those institutions. We've invested in the creative economy and began to unleash Grenada's immense talent. We restored Grenada's global image, forging stronger relationships and attracting new partnerships, for example, Africa.
Other than the tours, the General Secretary said that the NDC party will be doing some internal reviews to better serve the Grenadian people.
As we continue these tours, we will also be reviewing our manifesto commitments. We are assessing priorities and mapping out the road ahead for the next 2 years. Because transformation is not just a speech. It's not a promise. It's a series of deliberate actions, and it begins in the constituency. So to every supporter, every citizen, every media house, we invite you to celebrate with us, to reflect with us, to plan with us, because this is your government, this is your party, and this is your moment.
The bus tours are expected to provide a unique and interactive way for the public to stay informed and engaged with the national progress. Rena Thomas, GBN News.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is investigating a break-in at the Pharmacon supermarket on the Calavini Main Road. Christina John has this report.
Police are investigating a break-in at a Pharmacon supermarket along the Calavini Main Road. According to sources close to the scene, the supermarket was allegedly broken into last night or in the early hours of Wednesday morning. This is the fourth break-in in the area within the last 2 weeks. According to an employee who opted to speak to GBN off-camera, said when she arrived at work after 6 this morning, she saw members of the RGPF on the scene and later found out that the glass on one side of the front door was broken. The employee could not provide much information regarding missing items or cash since she worked the morning shift on Tuesday. 2 weeks ago, 3 businesses in Westerhall, St. David were broken into and an undisclosed amount of cash and other items stolen. GBN contacted the owner of Bristol's, one of the affected businesses, on Wednesday for an update, to which he responded that he has not gotten that feedback from police regarding any arrest. GBN reached out to the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force and was told no arrest has been made as yet. Apart from the break-ins, our news desk was informed of a number of incidents of vehicular theft, scooters in particular. Christina John, GBN News.
Now, there are plans to resume work on the Kimpton-Kawana Bay project as early as this year. That's according to Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, who provided an update on the project on Tuesday.
We have entered into an agreement with a developer. That's the developer of the Silver Sands Hotel, Mr. Naguib Sawiri, and his team. And we are in the final stages of working on that development. And I'm optimistic that hopefully, if construction work doesn't start this year, that it will resume early next year. So plans are on stream for the development to be continued.
Construction on the Kawana Bay project began in 2017, initially halted in mid-2021 due to legal disputes over citizenship by investment (CBI) regulations. The project faced arbitration between the government of Grenada and True Blue Development Limited, the US-based developer. In August 2023, the government and developers reached an agreement to settle the matter outside of the arbitration tribunal, with plans to transfer the property back to the people of Grenada. As a result of this settlement, the government assumed ownership of the Kawana Bay project and property in December 2023. Government completed negotiations to lease the Kawana Bay site to Naguib Sawiri's, owner of the Silver Sand Hotel. Still to come in network news, UK-based Grenadian fights for access to property at Annandale. We'll be back.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. Familiarize yourself with your electrical panel, as it may be necessary to switch off the power during a storm or a flood. Make sure you install a transfer or isolation switch to prevent your generator feeding electricity to Grenlec's line. If trees are too close to power lines, call Grenlec at 237 for advice. By following these easy steps, you will be well on your way to being hurricane ready. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Attention Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinaire Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate-resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home. What a flow, what a flow. What a flow, what a flow. Come on. What a flow, what a flow. What a flow, what a flow. The water bullet just like a freestyle. The life blood flowing mile by mile. It's legacy, a beat that don't stop like Bob Marley said. One love on top. The sewage water out of sight, but it's always wrong, don't lose the light. From factories and wells so deep, corals, mangroves and fish they weep. Green water for the garden, keep it green. Save the cash and the earth gets clean. We use the water with a mindful mind. It's out of sight but never far behind. In nature, the answers always flow. Like water running pure, the cycle grows. It renews itself, same drop, same beat. It's all good, man, you got the heat. Water flow, water flow. No clean water, no vibes we grow. Protect our water, protect our future.
Time to go.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage.
certified.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
With just $2, you can gift yourself with a chance to win the Lotto jackpot. Now, imagine winning the National Lotteries Authority jackpot of $50,000. Why pass up on this winning opportunity? Lotto, play and win a lot of money.
Grenada, the road to greatness continues. Catch the senior men's national team live at the Karani James Athletic Stadium for 2 thrilling football clashes. Saturday, May 31st, it's a fiery international friendly as Grenada takes on Anguilla, just $20 admission. Then on Wednesday, June 4, it's our FIFA World Cup qualifier versus the Bahamas, $25 admission. Both matches kick off at 7 p.m. sharp. Come dressed, come loud, come proud. Style your national team, bring your posters, and show the world you are the 12th man. Let's pack the stadium, flood the stands, and roar together. Get your tickets now at the official GFA ticket outlets. Go to Fed.com or at the gate. Let's stand proud with Team Grenada. One island, one team, one goal.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. As we enter into the hurricane season, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, GFNC, has launched its latest public awareness tool, a set of 3-day food supply guide posters designed to help households become food secure as a preparatory measure for coping in the event of a disaster. These posters provide visual instructions on the types and quantities of food needed to sustain a household of 2 or 5 individuals for at least 3 days, a critical period during which external assistance may be delayed following a storm or an emergency. The list ranges from staple carbohydrates and proteins to canned vegetables and other essentials. Lydia Brown, Chief Executive Officer of the GFNC, said the guide simplifies emergency food planning.
June has arrived, marking the official start of the rainy season. While emergencies can happen at any time of year, this season brings a higher likelihood of hazardous and potentially dangerous situations. The Grenada Food and Nutrition Council is committed to ensuring that every family in our tri-island state is well prepared. One crucial step in preparation is having essential supplies readily available, such as food and water. To support families in their readiness efforts, the Council has developed a practical guide to help households take proactive steps in preparing for emergencies.
The GFNC encourages all families to save up, stock up, and store wisely. It reminds the public that with a bit of preparation, every home can be a safe haven in times of crisis. The posters will be distributed through schools, churches, community organizations, local councils, and social media influencers to ensure broad public access. This story to report: in celebration of Father's Day, the Spicy Divas marketing team has organized a special event for fathers across the nation. The Hello Dad Motivational Day, scheduled for Sunday, June 15, promises to be an exciting and uplifting experience. According to Nigel John, director of Spicy Divas, the event will feature games, speeches, and other positive activities designed to inspire and honor fathers. The day's event aims to promote the core values of a strong family, aligning with the organization's motto.
It's a Hello Dad motivational day just in time for Father's Day, Sunday, June 15th. The event is being organized by Spicy Divas, whose director is Nigel John. Today's event will include games, speeches, and other positive vibrations, according to the director.
Why we're having this activity is basically to bring men and their families together and ensure that we can actually have a real fun day. So it's going to be a fun day for families. Young children can come out and enjoy themselves, face painting, do all the activities on the beach. Men can be doing domino games, playing cards games. We have tag war. Also, we were going to have a live band playing music from all the way from the 60s to the present. One of the great part of this is to have an open mic, so that persons who wanting to share something positive, these are the things we are going to open up the 5 short minutes, 5 minutes to speak about your great idea about a better family. And also we're going to have free medical by the SU.
John added that their motto speaks to the core values of a strong family.
We feel that there are different dynamics of this. There is spiritual dynamics of the importance of family. There is health importance, because if you don't have a healthy family, then there is a big issue about the existence of this family, right? Because you have more issues trying to find money to solve that problem of health. And that is the central important part. And there is financial areas where we need to talk about. How can we better finance the betterment and growth of the family? So one of the motto of this project is building families of tomorrow for a strong and healthy nation. And it's going to be on BBC Beach on Sunday, June the 15th. And it's set from 1 to 6 p.m. Building strong families of tomorrow means that we have to represent and be an example to the future generation how we can do this.
Father's Day is celebrated on the 3rd Sunday in June each year, a time to honor the vital role fathers play in the family. Celebrating Father's Day strengthens family bonds, highlighting the father's influence on a child's development and recognizing their cultural and moral leadership. Overall, it's a meaningful reminder of the lasting impact of fatherhood on the family and society. Christina John, GBN News.
Other news, a land access dispute is raising concerns in the picturesque Annandale area, where a UK-based Grenadian man is fighting for what he calls his legal right to reach his property. Kevin Landon said fencing, aggressive dogs and legal threats are preventing him from entering land he legally owns, land he hopes to one day develop into a boutique tourism project. The rest of the details in this Nisha Paul report.
A boundary and access dispute is unfolding in an area commonly referred to as Malfoot Annandale St. George, where UK-based Grenadian Kevin Langdon is claiming obstruction to land he legally owns. Langdon claims to own more than 80,000 square feet of land earmarked for a tourism project located behind his late uncle's house. But he says efforts to secure the site have been completely halted due to the protracted access dispute.
It's considered agricultural land at the minute, but I actually had a fully approved plan from the planning office for a development down by the river, and I'm unable to do anything or start anything or secure anything unless I have access to my property, which I don't have at the minute because I'm being denied access by the tenant. And now we have to spend quite a lot of money to, on lawyers and serving them. I mean, they had even the audacity to serve me for putting my materials on my property.
Langdon returned to Grenada for his uncle's funeral last month, however was immediately met with challenges securing access to the property, despite having legally purchased the access road from his uncle years prior to his passing. According to Langdon, the only road leading from the public public roadway to his land, the same one he purchased from his uncle to legally access his property, is now usually occupied by 2 vehicles. Langdon also claims he was instructed to remove materials he had stored along the edge of the access road for the purpose of erecting a fence separating the 2 properties.
Yeah, I bought this road. It's about 3,200 square feet of land, and then another 200 square foot from the entrance here from my other uncle. They've both died now, and basically it's just these tenants that are giving me problems.
And your daughter have ownership?
I have full documentation. It shows the payment that I've made for it. It's registered with the land registry. It's searchable by anyone. You can just look up my name, Kevin Langdon, and you'll find it there.
The situation is further complicated by the presence of 2 aggressive dogs, one which appears to be a pit bull and the other an Italian cane corso mix, kept on either end of the property. Additionally, barbed wire fencing has been installed across another pathway to the opposite end of the property, blocking entry to a second piece of land belonging to Langdon's 84-year-old mother, Brenda Langdon, who also lives in London.
I was born here and brought up here, and all the place was nice and quiet. And I pass anywhere I have to pass to go down in our land, because the place is our land. So I can understand how now I'm 84 years of age and I cannot walk through my old parents' place. The problem we're solving now, that brother died in 2023. Then I have another brother died 2025, and I came down now for the funeral. And I never expect I would have been in this position.
The dispute involves 3 individuals, including the current occupant of the house and the new owner of that property, identified as Sharon Amede, who previously cared for Langdon's now deceased uncle. Langdon confirmed that 2 of the 3 were served with legal notices on Tuesday. All efforts to contact them for a comment on this development have proven futile. GBN will continue to follow this story and provide updates as it becomes available. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
Meanwhile, Kevin Langdon has disclosed plans to file another application in court, this time in relation to what he describes as a serious safety risk posed by the dogs on the property, in keeping with Grenada's dangerous dogs legislation.
I've done a bit of research on that, and I've read the Dangerous Dogs Act, and yes, we will be making an application to the court. This dog is actually 50 meters from a primary school, Constantine Methodist School. It's left unattended during the day. If for any reason it manages to disenchant itself from that chain, I mean, God knows what will happen, and I doubt someone who lives, in a house like this is able to afford or has, $100,000 insurance, because, you wouldn't come and live here, would you? It doesn't make any sense to me.
The dangerous dogs legislation came into effect in 2002, and a clause was included to stop the breeding of dangerous dogs in Grenada. In keeping with preconditions under the Act, owners of dangerous dogs must have a warning notice of dangerous dog affixed to the place of residence or property. They must also ensure that the animals are kept under proper control. Properties are securely fenced, and they are in possession of a policy of insurance of no less than $250,000. Next, UK and Sedima partner to boost Caribbean disaster resilience. Stay close.
Nah. Telling you. You them bosses, Dragon? Hello. You see that? About 10, let them make a hard of them. Me a 38, but you are 92. Yeah. You the number 1 run, man. That is it. No, what? Nice. Yeah. You number 1. Me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the #1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Do I have to tell you, I'm committed to us.
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion. If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, and GoToFet at $75. Sponsors Brighton & Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Coop Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Urias Peters. Don't you miss it.
You breaker come back, boy. You breaker come back.
Two of Calypso's powerhouse, Big J and Sour Supper, are launching for 2025. Calypso Power Launch on Saturday, June 7th at the Lassages Had Court in St. David from 8 p.m. featuring Calypso, Toka Kaiso, and X-Tempo. Come hear Big J's new offerings for 2025. Plus Sour Supper celebrating 20 years this year. Plus Junior Monarch Morty, Royalty, Shamak, Calypso Monarch Innocent, The Great King Darius, Squeezy, Smallies, and more. All backed by the Heatwave Band with MC Senator. Early bird tickets are $30. General admission $40. Available at Lixon Bar, Grenadian Optical, St. David's Pharmacy, and Jew at Lotto in Grenville. Sponsored by Cocoa Breeze Bar, Hanky's Grenada, Kiskey, Chopstick, A-Bun Distributors, Tyrrell Bay Express, Paddy's Shipping, Wagiti Rentals, and Dana's Tasty Food. Endorsed by the Spice Mass Corporation.
The Mass officially starts now as Spice Mass Corporation together with Aura Caribbean is turning up the thing all the way up with Carnival City Fusion Thursdays. It all kicks off on Thursday, May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. We're bringing the vibes to the Port Louis lawn. Gates open 7 p.m. Action starts 8 p.m. Get ready for live performances from your favorite soca, groovy, and calypso artists. Plus the sweet sounds of steel band, live bands, and all the mass elements you love. Veko, Jab Jab, Shortney, Mokojumbi, Apache, and more. It's more than a line. It's a whole carnival experience. So grab your crew, bring the energy, and come let's celebrate where culture meets pure excitement. Carnival City Fusion Thursdays, Port Louis Lawn, beginning May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. Come, let's play a mass, cause the thing starts.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 back up on Victory, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet? Yes, multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient,
Because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Rebecca Television Center, the Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, PURC, and Rocky Mountain Institute, RMI, recently hosted a site bid walkthrough and discussions for Phase 3 of the Grenada Renewable Energy Project. This event brought together project stakeholders, including Climate Resilience Minister Karine James, and pre-qualified bidders for a briefing and technical overview. The project aims to develop a utility-scale photovoltaic system to enhance Grenada's energy security and reduce reliance on imported fossil fuels. The walkthrough and pre-bid discussions provided bidders with insights into project expectations, timelines, and technical requirements. Minister James emphasized the importance of energy sovereignty for Grenada's economic stability, social equity, and climate security. PRC CEO Andrew Millett highlighted the project's commitment to energy transformation and reducing dependence on fossil fuels. The PURC said it remains committed to transparency and stakeholder engagement. We can tell you too, the next step in the process would be the request for proposals. This other story before the break. The United Kingdom has strengthened its commitment to supporting the Caribbean's resilience in the face of disasters. A new Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, has been signed with the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, SEDIMA, to enhance disaster preparedness and emergency response in the region. The MOU provides for flexible emergency funding and rapid deployment of response teams. The UK has pledged to respond swiftly to SEDIMA's requests for emergency funding within 24 hours. The partnership builds on a previous agreement that supported over 200 expert responders during Hurricane Beryl in 2024. The UK is also investing £350 million in climate-resilient infrastructure projects through the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund. SEDIMA's Executive Director, Elizabeth Riley, welcomed the renewed partnership, emphasizing the importance of proactive planning, rapid response, and international cooperation in safeguarding Caribbean communities. This collaboration aims to mitigate the impact of disasters in the region. We invite you to stay with us. Sports News after the break.
Sporting fans, ready yourselves for the most anticipated Winston Tide Games, June 7th and 8th at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Come support our athletes as they compete with some of the region's best in the field events and on the tracks. Save the date, June 7th and June 8th, Winston Tide Games at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. Stay tuned for more info. Winston Tide Game 2025.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Bendel, and Central Deputy Street, Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Hello, sporting fans. The countdown to this year's Whitsun Tide Games is on. The two-day meet will take place this weekend at the Kenroy James Athletic Stadium. The games will feature athletes from Grenada and other Caribbean islands, including Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Antigua, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago. President of the Grenada Athletic Association is Conrad Francis. According to him, the games have become a staple on their calendar. Now, if the early arrival of a visiting team is an indicator of intent, St. Vincent has issued the clarion call. The team arrived at Port St. George on Wednesday.
Well, the expectation is keen competition. I hope that most persons are ready because the last games last year was very competitive, and we hope that this year will be the same or even much better. Yes, this is really a rebuilding focus. Most of our athletes are really under the age of 15, so we focus on that age group for this competition, as that age group mainly don't have any regional exposure. So we use this competition as part of our regional exposure for our club athletes. Yes, I have my club, which is High Performance Track Club. We have Exceed, which is Godfrey Harvey, and we have Excel, and Grammar School, which is Royal Morgan. So 3 of us came on one chartered catamaran.
And what's the full size of the contingent?
I am 60, Royal is 23, and Mr. Harry is 40.
Antigua and Barbuda is also expected to participate in the weekend games.
We will be in Grenada this weekend for the Whitsun Tide Games. This games has been an annual games for us. I've been bringing my team to Grenada for Whitsun Tide Games since 2017. First with the national team. Now I start to incorporate my personal club into it. The only year we haven't been there was the COVID years, 2020 and 2021. But it's the games that I always look forward to. You know, it's a good outside competition for my athletes for finishing the rest of the season. So we're looking forward to coming on this weekend and having a good time. My expectations for the young athletes is just to have fun. I'm bringing a lot of young ones this year, on the 9, on the 11, and on the 13. First time actually bringing this young group to Grenada. I'm usually there with a lot of senior athletes or on the 20s or on the 17, but this is the first time bringing the youngsters there. So I'm looking forward for them to have a good time, come out, have fun.
The West Indies women slumped to a second consecutive heavy defeat at the hands of England women, losing by 143 runs in the second one-day international of their 3-match series at Grace Road in Leicester on Wednesday. England piled on a massive 366 for 6 in their 50 overs after being sent into bat, with Amy Jones hammering 129 off 98 balls, featuring 20 boundaries. In reply, the West Indies women were bowled out for 223 in 45.4 overs, despite a spirited effort from Liliana Grimond, who top scored with 53 off 72 balls, and a late burst from Janelia Glasgow, who smashed 44 off just 24 deliveries, hitting 9 boundaries in a brief but exciting cameo. However, the middle order failed to fire, with key players like acting captain Shameen Campbell 6, Stephanie Taylor 20, and Shabika Ghaznavi 8 unable to withstand England's disciplined bowling. Crucially, the West Indies were without their regular captain and star all-rounder Hayley Matthews, who missed the match due to a left shoulder injury, and a fellow opener Kiana Joseph, who was reportedly ill. Their absence left a significant void in the top order and overall leadership. We can tell you the final match of the series will take place this weekend, and for the West Indies it will be about restoring belief and tightening up in every department, especially with hopes that their senior players will return to the lineup. Talk about that one. All right, finally in the sports news, after a thrilling postseason journey with 14 other teams, the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers are the last 2 teams standing and set to face off in the highly anticipated 2025 NBA Finals series. The Oklahoma City Thunder are poised to make their first NBA Finals appearance since 2012, following a successful Western Conference Finals series against the Minnesota Timberwolves, which they won 4-1. Meanwhile, the Indiana Pacers have secured their spot at the NBA Finals for the first time since the year 2000 by winning the Eastern Conference Finals against the New York Knicks with a 4-2 series victory. The series will shoot off on Thursday. That's the sports news for now. So much sargassum seaweed has engulfed the Caribbean, with a record-breaking 38 million metric tons of seaweed smothering shorelines over the past month. The unprecedented influx is damaging tourism, harming wildlife, and releasing toxic gases. Fishermen and local communities are struggling to cope with the environmental disaster. This report from Al Jazeera.
About 38 million metric tons of the sargassum seaweed, a brown, prickly algae, has been smothering Caribbean shorelines over the last month. That's 16 million tons more than the previous record amount. It's been damaging tourism, killing wildlife, and even releasing toxic gases that forced a school on the French Caribbean island of Martinique to close briefly. Jose Rodriguez is a Puerto Rican fisherman. He says business has been hit hard.
The sargassum is a very bad thing for fishermen. You can't fish properly because everything comes out full of sargassum, which is very strong. The sargassum reaches the shores. Throwing the nets also doesn't work. The fishermen that fish with nets get full of sargassum, and this is a problem because the fish leave the area.
As well as keeping holidaymakers away, the dark seaweed stops sunlight from reaching coral reefs. Experts say that runoff from agricultural land, warming waters, changes in winds, the currents, and rainfall amounts could all be factors.
It's an active area of study, actually. We don't have a really clear example of what is causing this specific massive bloom. But generally, anytime you have, just like for any plant species, anytime you have the seed population, the right nutrients, the right light environment, the right temperatures, you have conditions that are right for explosive growth. And that's what we're seeing right now. In the context of climate change, it's not necessarily a one-to-one for warmer temperatures will yield more sargassum. Just like with any organism, it's got a temperature tolerance. So if it's too warm, you may actually get less growth. And same thing if it's too cool.
Whatever the doubts about the specific reasons for the huge increase, there's no doubt that it's hitting the livelihoods of hundreds of people and indeed the lives of thousands of animals across the Caribbean region. Paul Ging, Al Jazeera.
A stampede at a cricket tournament celebration in Bangalore, India, has resulted in the deaths of at least 11 people and injured dozens. The crush occurred as thousands of fans were entering the stadium to celebrate the winners of the Indian Premier League.
The Indian Premier League concluded last night, the IPL as it's called, and the RCB, which is the Royal Challengers Bengaluru, the team of Bengaluru that had not won the championship for 18 years, finally managed to win. And this is a team that has managed to, garner the kind of loyalty without ever winning the cup that is unprecedented, not seen ever before. So there were massive celebrations across the city, and today, as they came back to Bengaluru, there was a victory parade, and then at the cricket stadium, which is the home stadium, there was a massive program arranged for the fans to come and have a glimpse at what the celebrations, celebrate with their favorite cricketers. Virat Kohli, former Indian cricketer, former Indian captain, was also part of the celebration. He has a massive fan base in Bengaluru. So this is what was planned, but the city police had less than about 12 to 14 hours to plan this. And what happened is, fans started lining up the streets of Bengaluru right from the moment the team landed in the city, all the way to the state secretariat, where there was a program arranged with the state, chief minister, deputy chief minister, governor, and a massive, massive crowd. From there, they made their way to the cricket stadium. Again, the roads were jam-packed. And just a little while ago, we heard the chief minister put the number at around 3 to 4 lakh people, when the state, machinery had anticipated somewhere between 40 to 50,000 people. So the numbers were huge. And of course, the police personnel were largely outnumbered. And tragedy struck. There were stampedes, mini stampedes in multiple parts of the city, mostly around the central district. And what happened is 11 people lost their lives. We understand 47 people were injured, including those who sustained some minor injuries and have gone back home after treatment. But it's a huge, huge tragedy that we saw in the city. Some of the people who were injured are still in the ICU. We hope that they recover, but some of their injuries are still quite serious. So there is a slight chance that the death toll could increase further.
A reminder of the headlines after this. Reminder of the headlines. MIT minister and social media influencer engage in heated exchange over bribery allegations. The National Democratic Congress launches People's Check-In Bus Stores initiative to showcase community projects. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell says work on the Kimpton Kawana Bay project to resume this year. Also in the news, regionally, the Caribbean grapples with record sargassum seaweed invasion. Internationally, 11 killed and dozens injured in Bengaluru Stadium stampede during IPL celebrations. Plus, in the sports news, West Indies women suffer another heavy defeat to England in second one-day international, while the countdown to Whitsuntide Games in full swing. I'm Kenroy Baptiste with Network News. Thank you for spending the time with us. Good night.